The change is sudden and dramatic, and so are the showers. It pours for less than an hour and then stops. At least it's cooler after these brief downpours. And animals can drink. There is water everywhere. Every day, grasslands flood, then slowly dry out. This will be the pattern for several weeks. The rains come as the region approaches its hottest time of year, as the sun advances to its highest point. The sun that parched and cracked the land for months now brings clouds and rain to quench the deep thirst of the dusty plain. Of the Great Migration time their journey to coincide with this abundance. As far as the eye can see, new growth is feasted on by close to 2 million wildebeests, other gazelles, and zebras. Animals not only time their migration to the coming of the rains, it's quickly followed by a frenzy of births and babies. All wildebeest calves are born within just a month, and they must quickly find their feet to keep up with their mothers. The birth bonanza further swells animal numbers. Parts of equatorial East Africa now contain some of the greatest aggregations of animals on the planet. Equatorial Africa hasn't always hosted such spectacular animal numbers. In the past, it was a very different place. For a long time, Africa was isolated from other land masses and mostly covered in forest. In these forests lived ancient animals whose descendants survive today. Perhaps the most famous of these early Africans is the elephant. It's descended from a much smaller creature, thought to be related to the hyrax. Is it possible the mighty elephant once looked like this? Primates also look nothing like their African ancestors, whereas the strange termite-eating aardvark has changed little in 60 million years. About 20 million years ago, Africa underwent a dramatic transformation. Land and sea level changes brought Africa and Eurasia closer together until they finally connected. The joining of continents brought an influx of strange new animals. Most were forest dwellers. Among them were hogs and strange horse-like animals, as well as ancient antelopes. And with them came predators, including cats of many kinds. Some of these ancient species brought secrets that they handed on to their descendants. This is the okapi, a name that means forest horse. Although it's the size and shape of a horse, it shares a common ancestor and a secret with the giraffe. African bushbucks retain the primitive shape of their European forebears. But they also inherited a very special gift from their forest-dwelling ancestors. The first antelopes had multi-chambered stomachs. They contained bacteria that allowed them to digest low-nutrient plants that other herbivores could not eat. This secret weapon stomach would one day transform life near the equator. But while forests covered the continent, there was little opportunity for these animals.